Drivers, MRN's Tony Rizzuti visited with Kane's longtime crew chief, Kenny Francis, earlier today.
Here at Hendrick Motorsports with the crew chief of the number 5 Farmers Insurance Chevrolet, Kenny Francis, his driver Casey Kane, who's excited about the Super Bowl. We'll talk about that later in the show. But first, Kenny, new point system, at least in determining a champion.
Well, it was definitely a big change from how we've been the last few years, so I think it's a pretty cool deal. You know, first things first, we got to focus on winning a race or two and making sure we're in the chase. But, you know, having the eliminations is good, and it'll be a bigger race, and I think a lot more things can happen. So, you know, I think it's going to be pretty cool, pretty interesting deal to sort it out and see how it goes.
One of the questions I keep hearing from fans is if they're concerned that now you'll go into R&D mode. Is that something fans should be in fear of this year?
No, I think it'll be the opposite, because it'll kind of free you up to take even more chances to try to win more races. So I think you'll, you know, the pressure will be off if you win, you know, early in the season, so you can race a lot harder without, you know, fear of, you know, messing up your point situation or fear of any points type consequences. So most of us that are in this like to race and like to win races, and we don't really like the so-called points racing. So I think most of us are going to be happier to kind of, you know, have a little more leeway if you get some wins in early to, you know, to go forward a lot more. I think it'll make it that much easier to, you know, pursue wins later on in the season.
Well, they were a chase qualifier in 2013, and a lot of people, regardless of the system, thinks this car can contend for the title this year as well.